Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the matter before the court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, subject to the pains and penalties of perjury? Yes. Thank you. Have a seat.
If you could state your name and spell your last name, please.
Chelsea Gipson, G-I-P as in Papa, S-O-N.
Move that microphone a little bit closer to you. Just pull it forward. Yeah.
Better?
Better.
Okay.
Thank you. Where do you work?
Summit County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked there?
Total about 7 years.
What is your current assignment?
Lead crime scene investigation technician.
And how long have you been doing that?
About 4.5 years.
What did you do before you were the lead crime scene technician?
I was dispatching for the county. And while dispatching for the county, I would do part-time as helping out with the evidence room and crime scenes.
So as a lead crime scene technician, what are your main responsibilities?
To oversee the evidence room and respond to crime scenes, to document, analyze, collect, and process evidence.
Do you have any type of training to perform that responsibility?
Yes.
Describe that for the jury.
I have a bachelor's of science in forensic science with a minor in criminal justice. I am a certified crime scene analyst through the International Association of Identification. I have over 700 hours of training in crime scenes, death investigations, and digital evidence, as well as being Celebrate certified as a operator and physical analyzer.
Thank you. Were you on duty on March 4th of 2022?
Yes.
And were you called out to a scene at 282 Willow Court?
Yes, I was.
Scott, if we could have Exhibit 1-1, and if you can put it up for the jury. It's been admitted. Is this the scene that you responded to?
Yes.
Approximately when did you arrive?
Approximately 6:30 in the morning.
Who else was there when you got to the scene?
Family members and law enforcement officers. I believe Detective Woody, OME Sessions, and Deputy Orgel were on scene.
What was taking place when you arrived?
OME Sessions was finishing up with her investigation of Kouri Richins.
When you got there, what, in general, we'll get to the specifics, but in general, what was your primary focus when you got on scene?
To document the scene and assist Detective Woody in looking for anything that could have explained Kouri Richins' death.
I want to begin by talking about the crime scene generally. Was a 3D scan completed of that home?
Yes, it was.
What is that called?
We utilize what's called a Matterport. It's a camera that takes a three-dimensional scan of the inside of the residence that allows the user to remotely or virtually go into the scene at a later time. It also takes measurements during the scan.
Did you create one of these 3D scans for the home at 282 Willow Court?
Yes.
When was that scan completed?
I believe it was May 8th of 2023.
So not the night you arrived, but sometime later.
Correct.
How, functionally, how does it work when you're creating this scan?
Essentially, it's a large computer that takes a three-dimensional photo. It's placed on a tripod, and you scan in different areas of the home. It's typically, you want to keep about 5 to 7 feet from the previous scan. The program will then let you know if your next scan is too far, and it'll have you rescan at a closer point so they can be spliced together. And then it's uploaded onto the Matterport that then creates a three-dimensional view of the scene itself.
And you did that for the scene in this case?
Yes, I did.
Scott, if you could show the witness Exhibit 1-15D, like Delta 6. I'm going to stand over here so that I can see what's on the screen too, for now. Do you recognize what's on your screen?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a video documentation of the Matterport that shows a walkthrough.
And this is the scan that you just talked about completing?
Correct.
I'm going to move to admit 1-15D6.
No objection.
States 1-15 Delta 6 is admitted.
If we could publish that, please.
Sure. Brittany, this one only exists electronically, if you can make a note of that.
That description. The description is not.
No problem. Got it. 1-15D6, a 3D scan from Matterport, correct?
Correct.
Admitted. And publish now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I believe it's up there already.
My apologies. Keep going.
And so, Ms. Gipson, Scott, you can go ahead and play the video or the scan, I guess. As we're walking through, if you could just describe what we're seeing.
So we're passing a couple of the kids' bedrooms. I believe this is Ashton's, and then it shows into Weston's room. And as the scan turns, you could see the shared bathroom. And it'll take you into the master bedroom. And from the master bedroom, it's going to move into the master bathroom. And it'll show the master closet as well. And now we're going back through the master bedroom, through the main hallway of the home.
And that's our front door there to the right where you enter.
Yes, to the right's front door, and then Carter's room right in front. And then there's a set of stairs that leads to the attic, and then to the left is the living room. And now the living room's connected to the dining area and the kitchen.
We see a black case on the countertop there. Was that your equipment?
Yeah, that's what the Matterport was in.
And where are we headed now?
This is the mudroom hallway, connects to the kitchen, and then the laundry room and a half bathroom to the right. And then the attached garages to the left.
So turning your attention back to March 4th of 2022, what specifically were you doing on scene when you got there?
I was there to assist Detective Woody in documenting the scene as well as collecting any items of importance.
When you say documenting the scene, how do you do that?
It's a lot of photographs and taking notes.
As you were doing those things, did you see anything out in the open that might explain the death of Eric Richins?
There wasn't any obvious signs when I arrived on scene.
Did you see any THC gummies?
No.
Did you see any drug paraphernalia?
No.
We've asked a couple other witnesses about drug paraphernalia, but I don't know if any of them have described what it is. Why don't you tell the jury, what are we referring to when we say drug paraphernalia?
A simplified version, it's anything that is an item or a piece of equipment that can be used to consume or conceal illicit drugs. It's typically known as pipes, bongs, needles. Can be concealed in little baggies.
So you mentioned that you took some photographs. I want to turn your attention to the master bedroom. Did you take some photographs in that room?
Yes, I did.
Scott, if you could show the witness exhibit 1-10 and 1-11. Do you recognize these?
Yes.
What are they?
Overall photographs I took of inside the master bedroom.
Fair and accurate depictions of those rooms on that day?
Yes.
I'll move to admit 1-10.
110 and 111 are admitted. Do you want to publish?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Did you also take a photograph of a nightstand in that bedroom?
Yes, I did.
I think we've already admitted this exhibit, so if we could put up 1-9. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Oh, and this is another photograph that you took?
Correct.
Now we see a safe there. Did you later look in that safe?
Yes, later on that day, yes.
What was located in that safe?
Inside the safe were a couple of firearms, a large amount of cash, I believe some ammunition, I believe an empty checkbook, and some handwritten documents.
All right. As you were in the bedroom, was Mr. Eric Richins was his body still there?
Yes.
And did you document that as well?
Yes, I did.
If we could see exhibit 1-7, please, for the witness. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's an overall photograph I took of inside the master bedroom, showing where the deceased was located when I arrived.
Fair and accurate representation of the scene on that day?
Yes.
I'll move to admit 1-7. And publish, please.
1-7 is admitted.
And so this is where Eric Richins was when you arrived?
Correct.
Did you look through the bedroom, or did you look around the bedroom to see if there's anything that was significant that might have caused his death?
I looked around the bedroom a little bit, yes.
Did you find anything that stood out to you that may have caused the death of Eric Richins?
Nothing that could have caused his death, no.
Now I want to talk about the bathroom that's attached to the master bedroom and the closet. If we could have exhibit 1-12 and 1-13, please, for the witness. Are they up for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recognize those?
Yes.
Are those photos that you took
Yes.
fair and accurate representations of the scene that day?
Yes.
Move to admit 1-12 and 1-11 or 1-13. Excuse me.
1-12 and 1-13 are admitted.
And, so again, did you look through the master bathroom and the master closet?
I looked through the master bathroom.
Okay. Any THC gummies found in there?
No.
Any paraphernalia found?
No.
What about, I should have asked you these questions for the bedroom too. Did you see any THC gummies in the bedroom?
No.
Any drug paraphernalia?
No.
Okay, let's move to the kitchen. Did you yourself look through the kitchen?
I did not know.
Are you aware if anyone else did?
I'm unsure who looked in the kitchen.
If something of significance would have been found in the kitchen, would you have been notified?
Yes.
Speculation.
Would you rephrase sustained?
Sure. As other people were around the house, what would the protocol have been if an item of significance had been located?
If an item of significance is located, I would have been notified to photograph and document.
Did you do that with anything in the kitchen?
No.
What else did you do on March 4th?
I collected a few items on scene and that were transported to the sheriff's office.
What were those items?
Medications in Eric Richins' names, and there's a sheet underneath the bed that was kind of balled up.
Approximately what time did you leave the scene at Willow Court?
Approximately 8:29 in the morning.
Who did you leave with?
Myself, Detective Woody, OME Sessions, and Oracle, we all left it at the same time.
And to your knowledge, when you left the scene, were there any other law enforcement officials still there?
No, there were not.
You were the last ones to leave.
Correct.
To your knowledge, were there other searches made at the 282 Willow Court home?
Yes.
And were those searches subsequent to March 4th, were they different than what you did on March 4th?
Yes.
How are they different?
With a search warrant, we have more reason to search the home itself. So it's a more extensive search of the actual home itself. We're looking for specific items pursuant to the search warrant. So typically we're looking in cupboards, cabinets, drawers, inside closets, inside boxes, inside pockets.
And so compare that, what you're describing with a search warrant search to what you did on March 4th. How is that different?
March 4th, we didn't have too much information to go off of on what we were looking for specifically. So we weren't looking through every drawer, everything. It was more so to the naked eye.
So talking about when a search warrant is performed, how many times have you been part of searching a home or something else for a search warrant?
I responded to the home on Willow Court 8 times.
And what about in general as a crime scene technician? How many times have you assisted investigators in executing a search warrant?
I don't know about including search warrants, but overall including search warrants and crime scenes, over 100.
So when a search warrant is executed, are different officials on scene given different assignments?
Yes.
How are those assignments made?
Typically it's the sergeant over investigations or lead detective, and sometimes the crime scene will assist.
What are the different assignments that are made for the personnel on scene during a search warrant?
We give them names such as a searcher, a finder, photographer, and a scribe.
And describe for the jury what each of those assignments mean, what those people would do.
As they're given assignments, it's also we work hand in hand, so they kind of commingle, but for the most part, a searcher is kind of self-explanatory. You search a specific area that you're given or a room, and then the finder kind of assists the searcher in searching, but is also able to leave that area and go notify the photographer, who then comes and documents the item, where the item was located. And then the photographer then takes additional photographs of the item. They're called mid-range and close-up photos. It's just to show more of directionality of where the item was located. And then the scribe is typically in a common area or more of a central location where the items can be moved to, and they document onto a property seizure form on any item that's collected, where it was collected, and by whom it was collected.
Is it possible that someone on scene could have more than one assignment?
Yes.
Those things could overlap. One person could do multiple things.
Yes.
I want to turn your attention to April 13th of 2022. Were you present for a search of the Willow Court home on that date?
Yes, I was.
And similar to what you've just described, were assignments made to different personnel that were on scene?
Yes.
And what was your role on April 13th?
To photograph and assist in searching.
And to your knowledge, what areas of that scene were to be searched on that day?
The entirety of the home, including the attached garage, as well as the detached garage and shop.
And when you say search, describe for the jury how someone goes about searching each of those rooms.
Room assignments are made, so we number the room numbers. That way it's a little bit easier to kind of keep track of who's searching where. It also helps with keeping track of which item was found in which room. And then people are given their room numbers and they start searching that area.
So talking about April 13th of 2022, let's first talk about the master bedroom. Were there any items of significance located in that room?
Yes.
Scott, if we could put up Exhibit 1-15D, like Delta 4. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a Matterport video showing the items of importance that were located on the April of 22 search.
So is this scan, explain how it's different from that overall scan that we saw previously?
So this one's showing what they're called are tags. So you're able to tag the area, and it'll help depict where the item was located and give you a visual of where it was.
And are you the person who placed the tags on this particular video?
Yes.
And how were you able to do that? Not technologically, but how do you know where to place the tags?
Because it was documented on where the items were located as well as photographed.
And so that's where you put the tags on this scan.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to move to admit 1-15D4.
No objection.
States 1-15 Delta 4 is admitted.
If we could publish that, please. So again, describe for the jury, we're seeing the same scan, right? But you've added some information.
Correct.
So I think we were talking, Scott, you can play the scan. I think you were talking about the master bedroom. So we'll wait till our scan takes us back to the master bedroom. And if we could pause it there, please. So if you can use our magic pointer there, and on your screen, it should let you point out what item of significance was located in this room. You might have to aim it at Scott's computer. He's got the receiver. It might not work. It's too far away.
It vibrated. I don't know if that helps.
Well, why don't we
Oh,
look
wait.
at... That's okay. We can talk about what we're looking at here without the clicker, even though I wanted to use it. That's okay. So describe for the jury what we see on the scan that was different from before.
There's a yellow dot that's kind of pointing towards the nightstand.
And what item was located there?
A green iPhone.
Okay. Now you've got a box of items beside you. And
Yes.
if you could please grab item 9-5 or exhibit 9-5. Well, before you open it, why don't we do it this way? Do you know what this item is?
Yes.
What is it?
It is the green iPhone that was collected that night.
And is that item in your hands now in the same or substantially the same condition as when it was located on that day?
Yes.
I'm going to move to admit exhibit 9-5.
Yeah, no objection.
Go ahead and open it up.
9-5 is admitted.
And you can just hold it up and let the jury see it. Did you determine who this, was it determined who this phone belonged to?
Yes, it was determined to be Kouri Richins.
Okay. Now what about in the master bathroom? Was that area searched?
Yes.
Scott, if you could continue playing our video or exhibit, sorry. Were there items of significance that were located in the master bathroom?
Yes, a few.
Scott, if you could pause it there, please. So, what about in that closet? Was there an item of significance located in there?
Yes.
If you could grab from your physical exhibits, exhibit 9-1.
Ms. Shervanek, just so my notes are complete, the date of the search, would you confirm that for me one more time, Ms. Gipson?
April 13th of 22.
Okay. Please proceed.
So, do you have exhibit 9-1? You have a lot of things up there. Sorry. Go ahead and pull the item out of there. Or take a look at it. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes.
What is it?
There's a couple bottles of prescriptions that were collected that were located in one of the baskets.
And I don't know that the clicker's working, so why don't you just come down and point to your screen so the jury can see which item we're talking about, where it was located. Go ahead. Now you're motion.
Is it working now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the first item we're talking about right now is going to be this orangish yellow dot.
And go. You can head back to your seat. Sorry. And the item that you have there, 9-1, is that a fair and accurate representation of the item that you collected from that basket?
Yes. Yes, it was.
I'm going to move to admit 9-1.
May I see it, Your Honor? Just,
Sure.
I want to see which bottles.
I'm gonna bring it down now.
No objection. Thank you, Your Honor.
States 9-1 is admitted.
Go ahead and open up that bag. Was there a particular bottle within that bag from those items that you took a photograph of?
Yes.
Scott, if we could have exhibit 1-20, please. Do you recognize this?
It's not. There we go. Yes.
What is that?
It's a photo I took of what was located from that section of the linen closet.
That's a photo that you took?
Correct.
Fair and accurate representation of what you collected from there?
Yes.
Move to admit exhibit 1-20.
No objection.
If we could publish, please.
20 is admitted.
Your Honor, can we look at the actual bottle that she took out of the bag since she's taken it out? Can we open it and look at it, please?
You want to open the bottle and look at the pills?
Uh-huh. There's no pills, but I'm gonna open the bottle and see it.
There's pills in it.
Oh, okay. Can I have her just open it? I won't touch it and let
Why
her
don't you
do
and
it.
Ms. Sherman do it at the same time?
Yeah.
Just the record is clear. 1-20 is admitted.
Kind of hard to see in the photograph, but is one of those prescription bottles a prescription for quetiapine?
Yes.
And is that prescription, that bottle prescribed to Kouri Richins?
Yes, it is.
After you documented and photographed these items, what did you do with it?
They were booked into the sheriff's office.
And I should ask you the same question that we did for 9-5. What, after that item was collected, what did you do with it?
It was also booked into the sheriff's office.
When you say booked into the sheriff's office, that's into your evidence room?
Correct.
Scott, if we could go back to 1-15 D4, please.
Moment, I gotta catch up to you. Go ahead, Scott. Going back to the video.
Yes, please. Okay, so we're looking at this same view in the master bathroom, and we see another orange circle there. What was collected from that location?
Several packages of THC gummies and edibles.
Did you document those?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead and grab exhibit 9-11 for me. Scott, could you leave the video up?
That was me.
Oh, sorry. You're
There you
on.
go.
Thank you. Okay. Do you recognize this item?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's the items that were collected from that cabinet above the toilet.
Fair and accurate representation of those items that were collected that day.
Yes.
Move to admit 9-11.
No objection.
9-11 is admitted.
Did you document where those items were collected from?
Yes.
Where were they collected from?
They were inside the top shelf of the medicine cabinet above the toilet in the master bathroom.
Inside the cupboard.
Correct.
Scott, if I could have exhibit 1-16, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
A photograph I took of those items that were collected.
Same items we were just referring to.
Correct.
Fair and accurate representation of those items on that day.
Yes.
We'll move to admit 1-16.
May I speak to Ms. Shavernick for a second?
Let me lay a little more foundation for what's in the photograph. So let's do it this way. If you could take exhibit 9-11, please, and open it up. Okay, and pull the items out of there.
All of them?
Pull them out. So we see multiple items in that one package. Is that correct?
Yes.
And if we could put the video back up on the screen. Okay, so we were talking about the cupboard above the toilet, and then we were looking at a photograph that you took of all of these items. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, in that photograph, are there items that were collected from other locations?
Can you go back to the photograph?
Scott, can you put up 1-16 for her, please? Just for her.
What are you referring to on the photograph?
So, are there items that are in that same photograph and that are in that same package that were not collected in that cupboard?
There's a baggie and looks like a prescription box that are kind of out of focus.
And those items were not collected in that cupboard.
Correct.
But which items were collected from that cupboard?
The 3 dank gummies, the 2 chocolate brownies, the Helix Twist, and the 2 small baggies of gummies.
The clear baggies were located somewhere else. Is that right?
I don't recall on that. I believe they were located in the same area.
I'm going to move to admit 1-16.
Your Honor, we object. That's, she's not laid a proper foundation.
I don't follow. Would you approach her a moment? Okay, so let's see. Pause for one moment. The state's moving to admit the photograph that is State's Exhibit 1-16.
Yes.
No objection.
Okay. 1-16 is coming in. Would you like me to publish it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Chelsea, do you need a moment to get organized, or do you need...
She might need
Are
some
we
space.
are we done with this one for now?
Yes, you can put that to the side.
Yeah, just give me 1 second, please.
Take your time.
Do we have a wipe?
Yep. I think you should ask. We have this.
Like a
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Ms. Shervanek, please proceed.
So, after these items were located, you photographed them,
correct.
and what happened with them next? Were they booked into evidence?
Correct.
Scott, if you could put the video back up, or Your Honor, however order that works. And you can let the scan play forward. Were there items of significance that were located in the closet?
Yes.
All right, if we could pause it there, please. If you could take exhibit 9-12, please. And open it up. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a pack of gummies that were located in the master closet.
In this location that you've indicated here?
Yes.
Okay. Fair and accurate representation of those items, are those items in substantially the same condition as when they were located that day?
Yes.
Move to admit 9-12.
No objection.
9-12 is admitted.
Go ahead and open it up. While we're doing that, Scott, if you could put 1-17 for the witness, please. All right, and then do you see Exhibit 117 on your screen?
Yes.
What is that?
That's an overall photograph I took of the master closet showing a mid-range of the item that was collected.
And that's that same item that you held up there.
Correct.
We could move to admit 1-17
No objection.
and publish, please.
117 is admitted.
And so you might have to step down for this one. It's a little hard to see what we're looking at here. Point out for the jury what we're looking at here.
So we're looking at a pack of gummies that was located in the pocket jacket of this green jacket.
Thank you. If we could have the scan exhibit, please. You can play it forward, please. Was the kitchen also searched?
Yes, it was.
And were there items that were located in the kitchen that you documented?
Yes.
And I've been asking you about items of significance. The items you're looking for, those are items that were in the search warrant, correct?
Correct.
Meaning that the search warrant told you what you were supposed to look for.
Yes.
All right. If we could go forward just a small, there we go. All right, we could pause it there. Okay, so we're, what area of the home are we looking at now?
Oh, we're in the kitchen now?
And we mentioned that there were items found in here. If you could grab item 9-13, please. Do you recognize this item?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a package of gummies that was located.
And those gummies that you have there, fair and accurate representation of what was collected on that day?
Yes.
Move to admit 9-13.
No objection.
9-13 is admitted.
And looking on our scan here, we see a couple of different indicators. Where were these gummies located?
It's going to be that orange dot where right above the refrigerator in that cabinet.
So the higher up dot.
Yes.
Okay. If we could show the witness exhibit 1-18, please. Do you see it? What is that?
It's a photograph I took of the item.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of where the item was located that day?
Yes.
I'll move to admit 1-18
No objection.
and publish, please.
1-18 is admitted.
And then go ahead and open up exhibit 9-13. And those are the gummies that we see in the photograph there.
Yes.
After you documented these items, What did you do with them?
They were collected and then brought to the sheriff's office to be booked into evidence.
Scott, if we could have the scan view again, please. And you can play it forward. Okay, you can pause it there. Thank you. So we see a few other indicators of items that were located there. Was there an item that was collected from the kitchen counter?
Yes.
If you could grab Exhibit 9-10, please. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And is that item, the item that was collected here in the orange dot?
Correct.
We've indicated with the red arrow.
Yes.
Same or similar condition as when it was collected that day?
Yes.
Move to admit Exhibit 9-10.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear her say what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. What is that?
It's a set of tweezers and a small piece of plastic.
Is Nestor 9-10?
No objection.
9-10 is admitted.
Where, so describe for the jury what, you can open it up and just let the jury see it. They can see through the bag, I think. What is this item?
It's a pair of tweezers that was located inside of a jacket pocket that was laying on the kitchen counter.
And so the jacket was on the counter. Tweezers were where?
Inside of a pocket.
The pocket of the jacket.
Correct.
What kind of jacket was it?
It was a woman's fitted black, medium-size Under Armour jacket.
After you collected that item, what did you do with it?
It was packaged and brought to the sheriff's office to be booked into evidence.
All of these items that we've just talked about, after they were collected, were they sent to the state crime lab?
Yes.
And were they tested there?
Yes, they were.
Did you receive a report back about the results of those tests?
Yes, I did.
We see, going back to the scan here, we see through the doorway another orange dot. Was it an item collected from that area?
Yes.
Scott, if you could show the witness Exhibit 4-16, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Was this an item that was collected from that same search warrant date?
Yes.
Fair and accurate representation of the document that you collected that day?
Yes.
I'll move to admit 4-16.
Your Honor, we object on 401, 403, 404B.
Counsel, please approach. So we're going to pause on admitting or publishing 416, but you may have some more questions about it.
Where was item 4-16 located?
I believe it was located in the master bathroom.
4-16
The one on the
on the screen. And if you don't recall, that's okay.
I don't recall this one.
Okay, no problem. Well, let's put up the scan that we were looking at of the home.
one moment.
Do you see the orange dot kind of through the doorway from the kitchen?
Yes.
Do you know if there was a black backpack located where that orange dot is?
Yes.
Do you know if this document was located in that black backpack?
Yes.
What else? Did you look in that backpack?
I believe I just helped document what was inside.
What was inside?
Several documents, as well as prescription medication, and Kouri Richins' name.
When executing this search warrant, was a phone seized from Kouri Richins' person?
Yes.
If you could take Exhibit 9-2, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the phone that was taken off of Kouri Richins that day that was booked into evidence.
Same or similar condition as when it was located that day or seized that day?
Yes.
Move to admit Exhibit 9-2.
Your Honor, at this time, we renew our motion to suppress that was made earlier about the phone. We renew it at this time.
Okay. Your motion is denied for the same reasons previously stated by the court. 9-2 is admitted.
After item 9-2 was seized and collected, what did you do with it?
It was booked into the Summit County Sheriff's Office.
So we just talked about a lot of items that were collected. Remind the jury, what date were those items collected?
On April 13th of 2022.
So, and you were on scene when Eric died, and some time had passed, is that correct?
Yes.
Was the house at 282 Willow Court searched on May 8th of 2023?
Yes, it was.
Were you present for that search?
Yes.
Again, was that search of the home pursuant to a search warrant?
Yes.
Scott, if we could show the witness Exhibit 1-15 D3, D like Delta. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
And what is it?
This is going to be, it's the same 3D model rendering of the home. This one's depicting items that were collected on the 2023 warrant.
Is that on May 8th?
Yes.
And again, the same scan that we've been seeing, but now you've added tags for items that were collected on a different day.
Correct.
All right. Similar to the April 13th, 2022 search warrant, were assignments made for this search warrant
Yes.
personnel? And what was your role?
To photograph, assist in a search, and also assist in doing the Matterport.
What areas of the scene were searched on this day?
Every room of the main home, as well as the attached garage and the detached garage and shop.
What specific items were you looking for pursuant to that search warrant?
We were looking for several different items relating to, I believe, electronics, as well as documents, and don't recall what else, to be honest.
That's okay. So we talked about Exhibit 1-15 D3. That's something that you helped create. That's the scan.
Yes.
I'm going to move to admit Exhibit 1-15 D3.
Okay, 1-15 D is in dog 3. Okay,
Right.
and just to clarify, I'm sorry, Your Honor, let me speak with Ms. Shimron. So this is just adding on the tags from the 8th.
It's not, I mean, iterative. It is iterative, but it's not in addition to. They're just the tags from that day.
Perfect. No objection.
1-15 D3 is admitted. Would you like us to publish?
Yes, please. Okay, so again, we're looking at the same scan, correct?
Yes.
And you have included tags for a different date that the house was searched.
Yes.
Scott, you can play the scan, please. And you mentioned that the whole house was searched again,
Yes.
and that included the bedroom.
Yes.
You were looking for electronics as well as documents. Does that sound right?
Yes.
That's what, just reminding you what you said before. Were there items pursuant to that search warrant that were located in the master bedroom?
Yes.
I'll wait till our video catches up before I ask you about this. All right, you can pause it there, Scott. So we see 2 green dots on this screen. Were you there when these items were located?
Not when they were located. I believe I was in a different room.
Okay, but you were the person that collected them?
Yes.
And when they were located, did they remain in their original condition until you documented them?
As far as I am aware, yes.
Take item 9-15 and go ahead and open it up. What is that?
It's an orange notebook.
And is that one of the items that was collected in May 8th of 2023?
Yes.
And is where that item was located depicted on your screen?
Yes, it is.
Where was this item located?
It's going to be that bottom green dot that's showing in the top drawer of the nightstand.
We're going to come back to this item. I'm not going to admit it quite yet. So we see another green dot. Do you know what was located, where that is indicated?
Yes, it's a blue iPhone that was located inside the top drawer.
If you could grab Exhibit 9-4, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes,
What is it?
it's the blue iPhone that was collected from that drawer that day.
It's in the same or similar condition to when it was, as it was collected on May 8th, 2023.
Yes.
Move to admit 9-4.
Wait, 9:15, right?
This is correct.
Okay.
No objection, Your Honor.
9-4, the blue iPhone is admitted.
And Scott, if you could show the witness Exhibit 10-21. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a photograph I took of where the cell phone was located.
Fair and accurate representation of where it was located that day.
Yes.
Move to admit 10-21
No objection.
and publish.
10-21 is admitted.
Publish, please. So we see, zoom back out for it. So we see a phone sitting on top of the dresser. Is that the phone that was collected?
That's a tablet.
Okay, and so where, we'll have Scott zoom in, where is the phone that you collected, that you just showed us?
To the right of the, I believe, is a pair of sweatpants.
So it's kind of inside the drawer, leaning up against the front of the drawer. Is that accurate?
Yes.
You mentioned that the detached office was also searched on that day.
Yes.
Scott, if we could have Exhibit 1-15D7, D like Delta. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
This is the rendering of the detached garage and shop.
The same virtual scan, just of a different area of the home. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm going to move to admit 1-15D7.
I'm so sorry. This is a new Matterport 115D7. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, no objection.
115D7 is admitted.
Okay, and you can play that forward, Scott. And so, was the office also searched for documents?
Yes, it was.
And similar to the other one, did you indicate on this virtual scan if there was a document that was collected
Yeah.
on May 8th?
Yes.
Oh, I don't see the tag on this one.
It's on there.
Oh, where is it?
Give it a second.
I missed it.
There you
There
go.
it is. If we could pause the scan, please. I missed it the first time around. Was there a document collected from that location?
Yes.
If you could take Exhibit 9-16 from your stack there. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
All right, and is that the item that was collected from there?
Yes.
Okay, we're not going to admit it this time. We'll come back to that document. Pursuant to this search warrant was, or not to this search warrant, but on that same date was a phone seized from Kouri Richins' person.
Yes.
If you could take Exhibit 9-3, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a cell phone that was collected from Kouri Richins' person.
Same or similar condition as when it was collected on May 8th?
Yes.
We'll move to admit 9-3.
No objection.
9-3 is admitted.
What happened with that phone after it was collected?
I believe it was downloaded by Detective O'Driscoll and then booked into evidence.
Was there a search made of the 282 Willow Court home on November 7th of 2024?
Yes.
Scott, if we could have exhibit 1-15D5. November 7th, 2024. Do you recognize that?
Yes,
Same as all the other scans we've been looking at.
correct.
You put different tags on there for items that were located on that day.
Correct.
Similar to the 2 other search warrants we talked about, were assignments made on that day?
Yes.
And what was your role?
To photograph and assist in document and search.
Same as the other searches?
Yep.
Okay. Again, what areas of the home were searched?
The entirety of the home, as well as the attached garage and the detached garage and shop.
I don't think I've moved to admit 115D5 yet. I'll do that now.
Is that the same?
Yes.
Yes. Any objection?
This one from November 7th, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to keep up. November 7th, the Matterport is 115D5.
Correct.
No objection.
115D5 is admitted and published.
Go ahead and play it, Scott. What items were being, specific items you were looking for this day? Excuse me.
Handwritten documents.
Did you locate any of those?
I assisted in photographing them.
Document.
Yeah.
Okay. You could pause it there. We see purple circle on the screen there. Was a document located from that location on that day?
Yes.
Take exhibit 9-17. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
And is that the item? What is it?
It's a handwritten document of what appears to be a timeline. It was located inside that the kitchen cabinet.
Fair and accurate representation of the document that was collected on that day?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. Or exhibit 8-49, it's a binder.
There's one up here.
There is one up here. Ah, yes. We need to look at some handwriting items. Okay. I'm showing you in States Exhibit 8-49, tab 15. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Is this an item that was collected from the Richins home?
Yes, it was.
Was that collected during that November 7th, 2024 search warrant?
Yes.
And did you collect this item
Yes, I did.
and book it into evidence?
Yes.
You took photographs of it?
Correct.
If you could turn to tab 16, please.
Tab we were just on was
K15.
K15?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's coupons with handwriting on
This-
them. Like
this
Christmas
was-
coupons.
I'm sorry, I should let you finish.
You're fine.
Finish what you were saying before I ask my question.
It appears to be like Christmas coupons that are handwritten.
Another item that was collected from the Willow Court home.
Yes.
Did you take photographs of this item?
I took photographs, yes.
And did you book it into evidence?
I did not. I believe Evidence Tech Matter booked that one in.
Okay, but it was booked into the evidence room.
Yes.
I want to talk about a few other items that were collected. Did you collect other electronics in particular? For not collect, but I'm sorry, for use more precise words. Did you book into evidence other electronics for this case?
Yes.
If you could grab exhibit 9-6, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
There are 2 cell phones that were collected from Robert Grossman.
And they were booked into evidence?
Yes.
Those items in the same or similar condition as when they were booked into evidence?
Yes.
Move to admit 9-6.
Just a minute on that one.
You can open it up and let the jury see it.
object to improper foundation. This individual can't testify who got those phones, that they came from Mr. Grossman. My understanding is they were just brought to her, and that's insufficient. We object.
Well, she can testify that these two phones were booked into evidence.
Right.
So
Sure.
we can admit 9-6 as these two phones, right?
No. But we need a foundation laid of how the chain of custody of those two phones, who got them and who brought them to her before they can come in.
Didn't she just testify that they were, forgive me, I may have misheard the testimony. Yes, of course. Exhibit 9-6, 2 cell phones, identified, not yet admitted.
Yes.
If you could grab exhibit 9-18, please, and 9-19. Okay. Let's start with 9-18. Do you recognize this item?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a photo that, sorry, it is a phone that was collected during a search warrant of a Lauber's residence.
What kind of phone is it? Just the model or the make of it?
It's a Samsung.
Okay. And is that phone the same or similar condition as when you booked it into evidence?
Yes.
And I'll treat this one the same as 9-6. And if you go ahead and show it to the jury. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't entered it yet. I'm sorry. If you could take exhibit 9-19, please. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It is a Motorola cell phone that was collected from off of Carmen Lauber's person.
Okay, is that was that phone booked into evidence?
Yes, it was.
Okay. After, I'm going to move away from these specific phones and just talk about some things that the sheriff's office does with cell phones once they're collected. When cell phones are, after cell phones are booked into evidence, does the sheriff's office have the capability to download a cell phone?
We currently do.
What about in 2022? Did the sheriff's office have that capability in 2022?
No, we did not.
If the sheriff's office or an investigator in the sheriff's office wanted to get a download of someone's cell phone in 2022, how did that happen?
It was brought down to the RCFL.
What is the RCFL?
It's a regional forensics, computer forensic institution.
And so the downloads of the phones weren't done in-house at that time.
Correct.
And at some point, did that change?
Yes.
When was that?
Early of 2023.
What happened in early 2023 as it relates to cell phone downloads at the sheriff's office?
We obtained a program called Celebrate.
What is Celebrate?
It is a cell phone download program.
Are you certified to use Celebrate?
Yes.
Okay. How, not the technology part, but how physically, if you were going to download a cell phone, how would you do that?
We'd obtain the item from evidence and essentially plug it into the program, and then the program basically tells us what to do on the next steps, and it kind of breaks into the phone.
So kind of a plug and play type of thing.
Correct.
And you're certified to use Celebrate.
Yes.
Did you perform cell phone downloads in this case?
Yes.
Which cell phone did you download in this case?
I downloaded a few.
Okay. Do you remember which ones?
I believe Hayden Jeff's.
Well, don't say the names.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I think the majority of them were iPhones.
Okay, that's fine. when a phone is downloaded using Celebrate, do you get a report after it's downloaded?
Yeah, it gives us the date, like the raw data.
Okay, from the phone.
Correct.
So turning away from cell phones now, I want to talk a little bit more about the Matterport scan. Did you use that, or first, let me ask this way, does that software have the capability to do measurements? I think you mentioned that.
Yes.
Did you use the Matterport scan in this case to measure some certain distances?
Yes.
How is that done?
I select basically the X, Y, and Z coordinates on the scan itself and pretty much pick 2 separate points, and it will give you an accurate measurement within 1% error rate.
How do you know it's within 1% error rate?
It's according to their company.
Okay. And so you measured some areas of the home in this case.
Yes.
And did you verify those measurements after Matterport gave you the distances?
Yes, we also physically measured them on scene.
Okay. And so did you measure the area from the master bedroom to the kitchen?
Yes.
Was that distance 55 feet 2 inches?
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you measure the distance from the master bedroom to the front door?
Yes.
Was that distance 36 feet, a little over 36 feet?
Yes.
And you verified through that process you just described that those were accurate distances?
Correct.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Just a couple more questions. I want to go back to the Celebrate program and the cell phone downloads. Did you do a download for Kouri's blue iPhone in this case?
I assisted Detective O'Driscoll in the download.
What do you mean you assisted? Describe that process.
He started the download. It gave him an error, and then I assisted in doing some troubleshooting and starting the process of the download.
And so were you able to get a successful download of that blue iPhone?
Yeah, I was able to obtain the PIN code, and then Detective O'Driscoll finished it and obtained a download.
And just to be sure, let's show the jury which item we're talking about so we don't get the phones confused. We're talking about Exhibit 9-4.
A blue iPhone.
And this was the phone that where was this item collected from?
Inside the top drawer of the dresser in the master bedroom. It was leaning up against the drawer.
And this was collected on May 8th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay. Those are all my questions for you. Thank you.
Sure that makes sense. So would you approach for a moment? If you'd sit tight for just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop the presentation of evidence for today at this point. We'll pick up cross-examination of Ms. Gipson tomorrow morning. I'm required to give you these instructions at the end of every day, and frankly, I should be doing it at the end of every or before every break, so please just humor me. Do not talk about this case with anyone. Do not let anyone else talk about it to you. This is off limits. You have to affirmatively avoid listening to, watching, or reading anything about the case. And do not take any actions to gain any information. So no research, no internet searches, no social media interactions about the case at all. Please travel safely. See you tomorrow morning, ready to go at 8:30. Please rise for the jury. All right, please have a seat. Good morning. Thank you for your patience. We'll begin this morning with cross-examination of Ms. Gipson. Ms. Gipson, you are still under oath.
Sir.
Very good. Ms. Nestor, please proceed.
May it please the court. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Gibson, you and I have met before, but just for purposes of the jury, again, my name is Kathy Nestor, and I do represent Kouri Richins along with my co-counsel. So I wanted to start by just kind of revisiting what we discussed yesterday about your role in this case.
Okay.
So it's my understanding that you are, for purposes of saying it an easy, non-lawyerly way, you're the evidence lady, right?
Yes.
So all the evidence that's in this case kind of comes under your purview, right?
Yes, it does.
And you're responsible for being told when it's located, right?
Correct?
If possible, photographing it where it's found.
Yes.
If not possible, then making a log of where you're told it was found.
Correct?
Keeping those logs, safe and secure, right? Noting on the logs the day it was found, the location it was found, and by whom it was found.
Yes.
Making sure then that it's packaged in a way that it can't be tampered with later.
Yes.
And then storing the evidence in some way that is protected from the public or from tampering.
Yes.
And by the way, where do you store all of your evidence?
In our evidence room in the sheriff's office.
Here, just right across from this courthouse?
Correct.
Right. And that room is locked.
Yes.
And only certain people have access to that room.
Correct.
And whenever anybody goes in or out of that room, they have to sign in, right?
It's a key card access, yes.
Okay. And then ultimately your goal is throughout the investigation, if someone needs to look at something, they got to go through you and you check it out and let them look at it and then check it back in.
Yes.
Right. And then you also, the plan is at trial, you're going to come with a box and you're going to show it to the jury. Some things they may be able to see, some they may not. But ultimately, you're going to hand all that evidence over to the jury. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Now, there is an exception for some types of evidence. For example, we've heard testimony in this trial about blood and bodily fluids and samples of tissue. You don't maintain those, correct?
Correct.
Pardon me?
Correct. Just to clarify, we do have a few items from the medical examiner's office that are stored in evidence.
But not fluid of nature, right?
No.
Because most of that is maintained by the medical examiner's office, right?
Correct.
Or the labs where those items were shipped.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other type of evidence that someone other than you has a hold of in this case?
Not that I know of.
All right. So one of the pieces of evidence that you are responsible for gathering in this case included the 911 call. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
And tell us what you did to obtain that call.
I believe I was booked into evidence on a USB.
On a little thumb drive?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever reviewed the USB and made sure that the call was in fact on it?
Yes.
And you verified that that was a true and accurate copy of the call?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, at this point, we would move to admit State's Exhibit 2-40, which is the 911 call in this case.
Is this, forgive me, just so I have context, this is the same as the one we've already heard?
I did a little snippet of it in my opening, but it has not come in yet.
Mr. Bloodworth?
Your Honor, it's Ms.
Oh, my apologies, Ms. Sherman.
That's all right, Your Honor. My objection is based on hearsay. Certainly there are portions of that call that may be admissible by the defense, but broad swaths of that, the state would object on the basis of hearsay.
Would you folks approach?
Sure.
Any other questions about foundation related to Ms. Gibson's receipt or preservation of the 911?
Do you recall who you received the 911 call from?
I don't recall off the top of my head, no.
Do you know whether you downloaded it yourself off of a county database?
I wouldn't have access to that. That would only be one of the supervisors in dispatch.
So one of the dispatch people gave you the thumb drive?
I don't know how it got from dispatch to me. It was booked into a locker, I believe,
And what is that?
on our evidence locker. So when it's booked into the sheriff's office, if a deputy books it in, it typically goes into the temporary locker where they drop the key and then we collect it.
Is that what happened in this case? A deputy dropped it off?
I believe so.
How do you typically, in other cases, gather the 911 called for evidence purposes?
It's either that way. Sometimes I will personally request it if the detective asks me to. But either way, it's just taken from the dispatch center and booked into evidence.
So once that thumb drive got into your evidence room, it was maintained safe the way that we've just talked about with all your other evidence, right?
I believe so, yes.
So there's no reason to believe that the 911 call that you have would have been tampered with in any way.
Correct.
Okay. I think that's it, Your Honor, unless the court thinks I need more. Okay. We're going to come back to the 911 call later in the trial. Okay? Court's indulgence for just a minute.
Of course.
As another part of your duties, and I want to use our language really carefully here, so if you could match my language, that would be helpful, okay?
Okay.
Were there calls between Ms. Richins and her family that you obtained recordings of?
Can you clarify?
On about a weekly basis there for a while, were you downloading calls between Kouri Richins and her family?
Are you talking about jail calls?
Your Honor, move to strike and need to approach.
The time, there are legal issues that come up that I need to discuss with the attorneys at sidebar. This will happen throughout the course of the trial. There's no particular significance to any one of them. Second, please do not consider or speculate at any time during this case or during your deliberations about whether the defendant was or is in custody or was in custody at any time. That is not evidence of anything. You cannot consider that issue for any reason. Ms. Nister, please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right. There was a time where you downloaded home wave calls. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And those calls, when you would download them, you preserved those calls in the same way that you did all the other evidence, right?
Correct.
So it was kept in the evidence locker. No one could tamper with it or alter it.
Correct.
And some of those calls, there were transcripts made. Were you involved in the making of the transcripts of those calls?
No, I was not.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I'd like to go through with you kind of a timeline, I guess is the best word for it,
Okay.
of your activities on this case. And I'm not going to retread what Ms. Shervanak already covered with you. I'm going to try to talk about things that she didn't cover so we don't exhaust the jury, okay?
Okay.
So I want to talk first about the night of Mr. Richins' death when you arrived on the scene. When you arrived on the scene, you did mention there were already people present. Is that right?
Correct.
When you were there, were they still conducting CPR or had they ceased their efforts to try to revive Mr. Richins?
They were not working on him, no.
Okay. So at that point, you knew this was going to be a death scene, right?
Correct.
Okay. And was there somebody on the scene that was giving you tasks to complete, or were you just using your best judgment on what you needed to do while you were there?
I was there to assist Detective Woody.
So Detective Woody was the individual that kind of told you what she needed from you at the scene.
Correct.
And when you first arrived, what was it that she said she needed your assistance with?
I don't recall her exact words, but to assist in documenting the bedroom.
Okay. And you did that, right?
Correct.
Okay. And one of the pictures that you took was admitted yesterday. Just a minute. for purposes of the family, this is going to be a photograph of Mr. Richins' body under the sheet in case they'd like to step out. Can we pull up Exhibit 1-7 that was admitted yesterday and publish it, please?
Do it first.
Oh, yeah.
Any objection, Ms. Sherman?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll publish that now. One moment. There.
Okay. And this is the picture that you testified yesterday that you took. Is that right? That morning?
Correct.
All right. Above the head of Mr. Richins, under the bed, there is a crumpled up sheet. Do you see that?
Yes.
And if you look directly above it to the mattress, this is one of those beds. I'm guessing it's one of those adjustable beds that's divided in the middle.
Yes.
But you can see that there is a sheet on the mattress that's the furthest to the bottom of the picture. And there's not a sheet on the mattress closest to the window. Is that right?
Correct.
And do you have an understanding of why there was no sheet on that mattress?
Yes.
What is your understanding of that?
My understanding was dispatch had instructed Kouri Richins to do CPR on Eric Richins and was then instructed to try to get him on a flatter surface for CPR. In order to do that, especially with a male, they're typically larger in weight, and so she instructed her to pull off the sheet in order to get him off the bed.
So in other words, can't lift the body because it's literally dead weight, right?
Yes.
And so the idea is to undo the sheet from the bed and then pull him down to the ground where you could do CPR on a flat surface.
Correct.
And is that because, I mean, I don't even know if you know, is it not successful to do CPR if you're on a cushy surface because you go up and down, right?
Yeah, it's typically a little bit harder on the person.
Okay. All right. And is it your understanding that the sheet that's crumpled up under the mattress that has no sheet on it, that's the sheet that he was pulled to the ground on?
I believe so.
All right. And did you examine that sheet before it was put into evidence?
I don't recall how much I examined it, but I looked at it.
Do you still have that sheet in evidence?
Yes, we do.
Right. And is there any blood on that sheet?
I believe there was on this.
So if there was testimony here by EMTs that blood did not start coming out until after the EMTs were there, is it fair to assume that the sheet was under Mr. Richins when the EMTs were working on him?
Can you rephrase like the sheet
Well, let me
underneath
ask
him?
this way. Why did you feel that that was an important piece of evidence to gather and keep?
Because it was where he died on.
Perfect. That's what I needed. Thank you. Right. You can take that down, Katie. Thank you. You also, I believe, said that you photographed other areas of the bedroom, right?
Yes.
And one of the photographs that you took, I believe, was the photograph of the nightstand, which was Exhibit 1-9. Can we please publish that to the jury? Exhibit 1-9. It was admitted yesterday, Your Honor. Oh, thank you. I gotta get a screen on this thing. Okay, and that's the picture that you took as well, right?
Correct.
Now, when you took that picture, there's a wallet on the nightstand.
Yes.
Do you know how that wallet got there?
I believe it was placed there. I don't recall who placed it. It was there when I arrived, but I was told that it was retrieved from the kitchen.
So, is it fair to say then that anything under that wallet that might have been residue on the nightstand could have been altered or changed by placing the wallet on the stand that night?
Not by just placing the wallet on top of an object.
Did you ever pick up the wallet and photograph what was underneath it?
Yes, we did.
You did pick up, and where's that photograph?
I believe OME Sessions documented that.
Okay. And did you open the drawers and photograph what was in the drawers of the nightstand?
I don't believe so, no.
Were you aware at that point that a hydrocodone bottle had been removed from one of the drawers?
I didn't know where it had come from, and it was taken with the decedent.
Okay. So you did not take the hydrocodone bottle into your custody.
No.
Did you open it and photograph the inside of it?
I believe that was OME Sessions.
Okay. So you can't testify whether there were pills in it or not at
No.
the time.
No, I cannot.
Did you ever recover that pill bottle back?
No, we did not.
Okay. I thought that was one of the pill bottles you introduced yesterday. Not?
No.
That was a different hydrocodone bottle?
Which hydrocodone bottle are you referring to?
So yesterday you introduced a packet, and you remember we came up and you were trying to
Mhm.
untape the bottle and looked in one of them, but there was
Yeah.
another pill bottle with that one. Where were those taken from?
Fits in that same packaging from the master bedroom, the master bathroom, like linen closet area.
Okay, so the hydrocodone bottle you introduced yesterday was found in the bathroom.
I'm going to object. That misstates the evidence.
Would you lay some more foundation, Ms. Nestor?
How do you know where it was found?
I was there that day, and it was found in the bathroom.
Okay.
And
So-
when you say it, for
Yeah,
my benefit,
I need clarification.
Yeah,
It's not
could
clear
we? I need
Okay.
I'm having pronoun trouble here.
Let's
Can you
do
be
this.
specific about which item you're referring to.
Let's make it really easy. Let's pull your package out because you still got them with you,
Yes,
right?
I do.
You got your box. Okay. Let's pull out package number. Just a moment. I shall find it.
Is it 9-1?
I'm looking. Yes. Okay, may I approach, Your Honor, just for a minute? I don't know. May I approach?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So that was my bad. I got the bottles mixed up. So the bottle you just looked at was something called monocycline or something like that, right?
Yeah,
And that was a prescription for Ms. Richins.
correct.
Okay. So those were found in the bathroom.
Yes,
And that includes the quetiapine.
quetiapine. Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And those were found in the bathroom.
Correct.
And where was the quetiapine bottle found?
It was in one of the baskets that was in that linen closet in the master bathroom.
Okay. So what happened to the hydrocodone bottle that was sent with the body of the decedent?
It's under the medical examiner's office protocol to keep that until they're done.
So you don't have that bottle.
I do not know.
So all we have is a picture of that bottle.
Correct.
So it has never been taken for testing by you to anyone.
Correct.
So if there was fentanyl residue in that empty pill bottle from 2016, we won't know it because you never took it to be tested, right?
I was never given the bottle, no.
Okay. While you were there that day, you also did not take any photos of the kitchen, is that right?
Correct.
And you did not take any photos of the kitchen sink
Correct.
or what was in it.
Correct.
And you did not take into your custody any items that were in the kitchen sink, is that right?
Correct.
And you also did not take any pictures of the closet.
Correct.
And later, we've had pictures be introduced. When you did your Matterport walkthrough,
Mhm.
we saw an image of a green jacket where the gummies were kind of sticking out of a pocket. That green jacket, you can't say whether that was there the day that you were there or not.
I cannot. And just to clarify, I did take, I think, 2 photos of the closet, just not that side of the closet.
Okay. So you took photos of, and I'm using this from my experience, but in my house, there's a woman's side of the closet, which is much bigger, and a very small man's side of the closet. Is that the way it was set up in Ms. Richins' house?
I don't recall.
Okay. And you also did not go inside the cabinet over the toilet when you were taking pictures of the bathroom and open the cabinet and see if there were gummies in there, did you?
I did not.
Okay. Also, there was a picture that has come in your Matterport where there was a little dot above the refrigerator where you said that some gummies in a clear plastic bag were found, right?
Correct.
And you didn't go above the kitchen and open that cabinet and take any pictures that morning.
No, I did not. You're referring to the morning of the death.
Correct.
Correct.
Thank you for helping me be specific. I'll try to keep my dates straight. So, since you were personally the one who knows where every single thing was found, isn't it true that all the gummies, with the exception of the gummies that were found in the jacket in the closet, were all stored high up where children would not be able to reach them?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. All right. Just 1 second. I think we're going to move to another day. Oh, you mentioned when you were describing paraphernalia that you did not see any paraphernalia that day. Is that right?
The day of the death?
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm going to get better.
You're fine.
The day
You're
of
good.
the death.
Correct.
And you mentioned paraphernalia is things that we might be familiar with, which would be like bongs or vape pens or scales or little baggies you would put drugs in or something like that, right?
Correct.
Things that would store drugs.
Correct.
Is it possible that if someone had, in your experience, when you've been to scenes, have you experienced where people put pills in different bottles than what the bottle actually says they are when they're illicit drugs?
Are you talking about like prescription bottles?
Mhm.
Yes.
So if you saw an empty prescription bottle near the body that had expired 6 years before, could that possibly be paraphernalia? If it was used to store illicit drugs?
If it was used to store illicit drugs, it could be considered.
Okay, thank you. You also, that day of the death, you did not go upstairs at all, correct?
Correct.
You also did not go downstairs.
Correct.
Since then, you've walked through, viewed, videoed, measured this whole entire house. You're aware now that there's a kitchen downstairs, right?
Correct.
And are you also aware that there was liquor stored downstairs?
I was not.
Did you notice in all these tours that you did and videos that there was an actual beer fridge downstairs filled with beer?
On the day of the Matterport, or which day we were?
Any day you were there.
I don't recall.
Did you notice there was liquor bottles in the cabinet in the kitchen downstairs?
I believe there were some. I'm not sure about how many, though.
Did you ever photograph any of those?
If I did, it would have been in my overall photographs.
Also, the day of the death when you were taking photographs, did you photograph anything in the kitchen trash?
No, I didn't photograph the kitchen.
All right. Did you notice anything set around the kitchen? For example, cut up limes or drink mixes or anything on the counter? Did you notice any of that?
I didn't enter the kitchen.
You never even went in it.
No.
Thank you for clarifying that. Then I won't waste my time with more questions about the kitchen. Okay. So let's move now to the next time that you were in that house, which my understanding would have been April the 13th of 2022. Is that right?
Correct.
And what was the reason you were there?
We were there to serve a search warrant.
And this is going to seem like a silly question, but I need to make the record. So when you all execute a warrant of a home, do you tell the people in advance, hey, FYI, we're going to be at your house at 9 and we're going to be searching everything you own? Do you do that?
I don't.
No.
No.
As a matter of fact, it's important for searches to be done well and done professionally that the person not know they're coming, right?
Correct.
And you guys actually take pretty extreme steps to make sure the person's not tipped off that you're about to search their entire house, right?
Correct, but just to clarify, I am not law enforcement officer. I'm not sworn, so that's up to the detectives.
I appreciate you making that distinction. I will not suggest otherwise. But you are certainly a critical part of the search process, right?
Correct.
And why is that?
I'm there to document everything and photograph, collect anything of importance.
So really, I mean, you're like the hub of the whole search, right? Like everything's coming to you that they find in that house.
Correct.
All right. So I know you're not a sworn officer. Maybe you don't carry a gun, but you sure are important to the search process. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So knowing that and knowing your role, you would never tip someone off that you were coming to search through all their personal belongings, would you?
No.
And is there any reason that you all believe that Ms. Richins knew in advance you guys were coming to her house?
Objection.
Well, let's find out if she has any knowledge,
Right.
and then we'll know whether or not it's speculation.
I would just ask like a more precise question. I think and I'm not picking on Ms. Fester, but I think it was you all, and I think we just need a little more.
Can we just limit the
Detail.
question to
Yes.
Ms. Gipson?
It's a Southern thing.
Yeah.
Y'all is just in my
Okay.
I'm
my
not
blood.
picking on her. I just wanted to be clear.
I'll try not to
Would
say
you
y'all.
restate the question and limit it to this witness?
I am happy to.
Thank
I will try to keep y'all out of my vocab, but it's hard. It's deep in there. Did you have any reason to know that Ms. Richins either suspected there was a search coming or knew there was a search coming?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So what steps did you, not y'all, what step did you take to prepare to go to that house that morning on the 13th?
I just made sure I had enough equipment to bring to the home, whether it be packaging, tape, property seizure forms, stuff like that.
Was there a debriefing prior where all the officers and you talked about how you were going to approach the home, how you were going to approach Ms. Richins, what the plan was once you got there?
I believe there was a briefing beforehand, yes.
Did you attend that briefing?
I don't recall, but I believe I was in there for part of it.
Okay. And how many officers were planning on being at that search, to your recollection?
I couldn't put a number on it. I'm not sure.
Rough estimate of how many people were in that debrief.
I'd say at least 5.
Okay. And when you all got to the scene, did you drive your own vehicle?
No, I drove a evidence van.
And how many police cars do you remember being at the scene that morning or throughout that day?
I don't recall. I'd say at least a couple.
When you arrived on the scene, was Ms. Richins in the home?
I don't believe so, no.
Did she at some point return to the home, or were you not even involved in that process?
I don't believe I was involved in that process.
So you never even saw her that day?
I don't believe so.
At any point were you asked to go check on the items that were in her vehicle when she was stopped that day?
No.
So you don't know what was in her truck the day that she was pulled over?
No.
And no one ever asked you to like say, hey, these items were in the truck where she was removed from during our search?
I don't believe it. So, and just to clarify, you're referring to the April 13th.
Yes, all these questions are the 13th until I switch, okay? So no one asked you to inventory any of the items in her personal vehicle?
No.
Did the search warrant cover the vehicles in the house?
I believe there were 2 vehicles inside the garages that were included. I'm unaware. I wasn't part of that part of the search during her stop, so I'm unaware.
Okay. Do you remember the weather that day?
It was winter. It was cold.
It was really cold, right?
Yeah.
Snow on the ground. Remember when we used to have snow in Park City?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. How long were you at the house that day? The 13th.
Believe we were there for about a half day. We were there for several hours.
Was there also a member there at the home on that day from the U.S. Postal Service that you can recall?
Yes.
What's his name?
Believe it's Smoot.
Right. Agent Smoot. Why was Agent Smoot there? What was your understanding of his role at the search?
My understanding was pursuant to the search warrant, they were looking for anything that could have been mailed to the house that would have contained drugs or paraphernalia.
Right. And Mr. Smoot works for the Postal Service, so he would be looking for things that were mailed, right?
Correct.
Like illegal drugs.
Yes.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did he ever give you any that day to check into evidence, anything that was an illegal drug or postage that looked like it was connected to illegal drugs?
Not that I ever recall.
All right. Was it your understanding? You okay?
I just need some napkins. Sorry.
Oh.
Is Nestor, I have a scheduling conflict at 9:30. Is this an appropriate place
Sure.
to pause?
Sure it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no fault of the attorneys. I have an unavoidable scheduling conflict from 9:30 to 10:30. We didn't want to lose all of that time this morning. We have gotten as much done as we could. We're going to take a recess. Fair reminder, please don't talk about this case or anything related to it. You are free to talk about everything else. Current events, your family's sports, whether the Spurs are actually going to make it to the finals. That's all fair game. But please, no talking about this case. You are allowed to use your personal devices during this recess, but do not use them to post about the case or to do any research. And please avoid any social media or other reports about the case during that time. Thank you for your patience. I promise we'll get back on the record as soon as we can. Please rise for the jury. Please have a seat. Good morning. Thank you for your patience. We will continue with cross-examination of Ms. Gipson. Ms. Gipson, you are still under oath. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Nestor, please proceed.
May it please the court. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to try this one more time. So when we were last speaking yesterday morning, we were talking about an individual from the United States Postal Service named Agent Travis Smoot that was present on the search on the 12th. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, and you mentioned that one of the reasons he was there was to just look for any evidence that might have come through the Postal Service, right?
Yes.
Well, was there another reason he was there?
I believe he was also there to test any drugs for narcotics.
Right. And the reason that you all asked him to do that, or, well, I'm not going to say y'all anymore. The reason that he was asked to do that was that there was a thought there may be fentanyl in the home. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the reason that you all thought there might be fentanyl in the home, that you personally thought there might not be fentanyl in the home, or there might be fentanyl in the home, was because you all had been informed at that point from the medical examiner's office that there was a positive result for fentanyl in Mr. Richins' body. Is that correct?
Correct.
So on the 12th, when you and your team...
I'm sorry to interrupt, Ms. Nestor, but it's April 13th.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
I don't want to confuse the dates.
I apologize. I meant to say April 13th. Did I say March?
You said April 12th.
Oh, April
I just-
12th. Okay.
I don't want the dates to get confused.
Thank you.
Understood.
Thank you very much. April 13th. When you and your entire team were in the home on April 13th, all of you were aware that there had been a preliminary finding that fentanyl was at least partially responsible for Mr. Richins' death, correct?
Correct.
When you were there, you noticed, I'm sure, and you have noticed since you've done the Matterport videos, that there was a very large garage detached from the home behind the home, correct?
Yes.
And in that garage, did you all examine any vehicles that were in that garage?
Not that I recall.
Are you aware, or were you aware then, of what vehicle Mr. Richins regularly drove in?
Not that I recall, no.
Did you know whether he had a work truck, personal truck? Did you know any of that?
I believe he had both.
And were those vehicles within, you're about a month away from his death, a little over, a month and a week. Did anybody search his vehicles?
I'm not sure which one you're referring to. I believe we did search a vehicle that was inside the main garage of the home.
A personal vehicle, right?
I'm assuming it's a personal vehicle. I don't know for sure.
Were any of the vehicles that Mr. Richins drove in the detached garage searched?
I don't believe so.
I'm also interested in that warrant that you had on the 12th. It was also included I did it again. It's because I have the 12th written on my paper, so I'm fixing it right now. The 13th. The warrant, the search on the 13th, it was for also for electronics. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you were looking for electronics that could have belonged to either Mrs. Richins or Mr. Richins, correct?
Correct.
And did you find in the home Mr. Richins' computers?
I don't believe so in the home.
At some point, you did take Mr. Richins' computer into custody or into your custody, correct?
We've located a computer in the office shop. I'm not sure whose computer that one was, though.
But in fact, didn't you actually get the computer from Mr. Todd Gabler?
If that's who turned it in, yes. I'm not sure who exactly turned it in.
So, being the person responsible for everything that was checked in on the day of the 13th, when you all did this search, did anybody turn in a computer for Mr. Richins on that day?
I don't believe it was that day. I'd have to double check the records on which day it was booked into.
And if you check your records, would you be able to tell, well, strike that. So just to be crystal clear, on the 13th of April, Mr. Richins' computer was not in that home or the detached garage where his office was located, correct?
I don't believe so, but it's a large home and I'm not sure who owns what.
Did you ever go back and get a warrant to search that truck that Mr. Richins drove on a regular basis?
Which truck are you referring to? The one that was in the home or outside?
The red truck.
Yeah, I believe we searched it that day.
The red truck?
I believe that's the one that was inside the garage.
Okay. There was a picture in the, well, strike that. We're not going to talk about that right now. Did you ever go retrieve any of Eric Richins' personal items, either vehicles, computers, anything, from his business partner, Kouri Wright?
I did not personally know.
Do you know if anybody did and brought them to you?
I believe so, yes.
And what items were taken from Kouri Wright and brought to you?
I believe it was a computer or a hard drive from a computer.
And before, were you present when that hard drive was obtained from Kouri Wright?
No, I was not.
And just to keep the searches clear, when you were doing your Matterport, did you prepare kind of like a key that has all the purple dots are from this search, all the orange dots are from this day's search, all the green dots are from this day's search? Did you prepare a key like that?
Yes.
All right. Can we please pull up State's Exhibit 1-15 and just show it to the witness, please? Can you see that?
I can.
Is that the key that you prepared?
It is.
And it has a link on it where if you click on the link, it'll take you to those Matterport walkthroughs, right?
Correct.
Okay. And has this been altered in any way since you prepared it?
No.
Your Honor, at this point, I would move to admit State's Exhibit
Can we,
1.
sorry, before we do that, can we have a side note?
Yes?
Hold on. Let's make sure we know what we're asking for.
Oh, you mean with the judge? Or what are we asking?
Pause for just 1 second.
Okay.
Ms. Shervinack, business. For that redaction. Now, Ms. Shervinack, with that redaction, any objection to States 1-15?
I can't show it to the jury.
Hold on, say yes.
No, I need to clarify. I want to make sure this box is going to travel when we publish it. So just one moment.
Yeah, it will. Okay. Sorry. May we approach?
Of course. Low 12/19/24, please. Perfect. Ms. Shervinack, I need a yes or a no here.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
We'd actually need to be in the blacks.
Yeah, if they could just be in black so we know that they're they're not just removed so that it looks like a redacted version.
Sure.
That would be helpful.
1-15 as redacted is now published.
So,
From there, Mr. My apologies.
no worries. Thank you, Your Honor. So that list right there, that is the list of the dates of every single time through December of 24 when the home was searched by law enforcement, correct?
Correct.
And in your Matterport videos, which have been introduced, if the jury wants to use this key, they can go back and compare. The little pink dots were from the search on March 5th, and the magenta dots were from the search on August 9th, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Since this list was prepared, you all have been back to the home again, right?
Correct.
And what date did you return to the home that is not listed on this list?
I don't remember the exact date, but it was about a month or two ago.
So sometime in February of 2025 or
Correct.
6.
Yes, I believe it was February 6th around that time.
Okay. Were there any other searches after December 24 and between the one on February 6th of 26?
I don't believe so.
And every single one of the times that you guys went in this home, you're trying to find evidence about what happened in the 6 hours before Mr. Richins' body was discovered, right?
Correct.
And you kept going back and back and back.
Yes.
All right, I do want to talk a little bit. You can take it down. Thank you. I do want to talk a little bit about the Matterport. You mentioned you did some measuring
Correct.
with, is it the same device you do the video with that does the measurements?
Yeah, it's the Matterport.
Okay. And I believe you said you measured the distance from the master bedroom to the front door,
Correct.
and then from the, what is the second one you did?
There's one from the master bedroom to the kitchen, master bedroom to each boy's room.
Okay. And what's the purpose? Why did you make those measurements?
I was asked to try to figure out how far they were to correlate with data that was retrieved off of a cell phone.
Perfect. Did you also take any measurements from the master bedroom to the back porch door?
I have not, no.
Did you notice the day that you were there when Mr. Richards died? Did they have a dog?
I believe so, yes.
Did you also measure the distance from the master bedroom to the master bathroom
I did not.
or to the hallway bathroom?
No.
Also, in your report from the search on the 13th, you mentioned that you all collected some hydrocodone pills. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Where did you find those?
Okay, my apologies, Ms. Nestor. Keep going.
Where did you find those pills?
I didn't personally find them, but they were located in the laundry room in the cabinet.
And how many hydrocodone pills did you find?
Like I said, I wasn't the one that found them. I collected them. I don't know the exact, approximately 10 around that.
And were they in a bottle or were they loose?
They were in a bag.
And in the garage, I know you were very careful about marking where every single thing was found. When these hydrocodone pills were found in the garage, what were they near?
They weren't in the garage. They were
I'm
in the
sorry.
laundry room.
The laundry room, which is right at the door where the garage starts, right?
It's near it, yes.
And what was it near?
It was inside the cabinet in the laundry room.
Up high?
Correct.
Is there any way to tell if a hydrocodone pill was purchased, if you find it loose like that, not in a bottle? Is there any way for law enforcement to look at it and say, hey, this is bought on the street or this is bought in the drugstore?
Not that I know of on scene.
You also had a picture that you referred to when Ms. Shermanak was questioning you that had the picture of all the gummies on it. I believe it is exhibit number, thank you, 9-12. Can we put that up, Your Honor? It's been admitted.
Make sure it's the one you want before I show it to the jury.
Yes, sir. So this picture that you have in front of you, you told Ms. Shermanak that all of these gummies were seized together. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, but I'm seeing these two little plastic baggies of gummies up at the top that are not labeled, that don't have any commercial labeling. Are you saying these two were all in the same place with all the rest of these?
Correct. That's what I was told.
So if there's a picture of these in the top of the kitchen where you actually have a dot above the fridge, then you would be incorrect that they were all found together.
That's a different package that was found above the fridge.
Oh, so there was at least 3 clear packages that had no commercial marking on them?
Correct.
With gummies in them? Okay. And the gummies that are on the screen that have the red packaging, at least one of those was found in that green jacket in the closet, right?
Not the specific ones. That's an additional one that was located.
So there was another red bag of gummies.
Correct.
Did anybody take that green jacket into custody?
No.
Do you recall where in the closet it was as compared to near men's clothing or women's clothing?
I was in the the southeast corner of the closet.
Is that where the men's clothing was located?
I'm not sure if it was men's or women's, to be honest.
Okay. All right, now I want to move to the search that occurred on. Can we put the key back up that we just had on, the key? Oh, there it is. March 14th of 2022, right? Is that the next one that was on your key?
Yeah, that's the second one, correct.
All right. What was the purpose of the search on March 14th, which was just about, I think that's a typo because you
that
didn't.
is a typo. Yes.
Okay. Can
It's
we?
April 14th.
Can you pull that out, Katie? Can you pull that out? Make it bigger so the jury can see it. So where it says 3/14/22, sunflower yellow, that actually should read April 13th, right?
Correct.
So is that the only mistake on there?
I believe so.
Okay, just want to make sure the jury remembers that. All right, so the next search would have been May 8th of 2023, correct?
Correct.
And those are going to be forest green dots on your Matterport.
Correct.
And what was the purpose of going back to the house a couple months or a year later on May 8th of 2023? What were you looking for that time?
I believe that one was to obtain additional electronics and also documents and drugs.
And when you went to that search, was any fentanyl located in the home?
No.
All right. And then the next search you did, which was October 24th of 2023, what was the purpose of going back for that search?
I'd have to double check my notes. I believe that's one that we were collecting some more electronics.
All right. Was there ever a time prior to any of those? Well, let's just keep going. On the 31st, you remember why you guys were searching a week later? Why you went back?
I believe that one was also for electronics and or documents.
Prior to all of these searches and the ones that are listed below it.
Or I'm sorry, I believe those two in December were actually for some copper cups and drugs.
Okay. And the copper cups, you actually found them, right?
We found several, correct.
And where were they when you found them?
I believe on the first one, some were located upstairs in the kitchen.
And they were tested, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right. And so if Ms. Richins, in any of her interviews, stated that they had a gift of copper cups and had a drink that night, you found something that corroborated that part of her story, correct?
We found copper cups, correct.
All right. And if Ms. Richins gave interviews that said that her husband may have taken a gummy that night, you found gummies that could have corroborated that part of her story, right?
We found gummies, yes.
And if she said that she pulled him on a sheet off onto the ground to try to start CPR, you found a sheet that corroborated that part of her story.
Correct.
And you measured the distances between the bedroom, between the children's rooms, not the whole house, but a good part of the house. And so there were steps that were recorded on her phone that were consistent with her moving around the house prior to calling 911, correct?
Correct.
So that corroborated her story that she had been somewhere other than the bedroom.
Your Honor. She's introducing her client's statements as hearsay through this witness.
Well, I think they've already all been brought up. Okay.
Overruled.
And then,
Your Honor, may we approach?
in these searches that you all were conducting, was there ever a time where you were conducting a search because the private investigator had revealed to law enforcement that there were items worthy of going back to the house for?
Yes.
How many times did that happen?
At least one that I recall.
All right, I want to talk about that one time. Does that involve the letter that was recovered from the bed?
Okay, there's two.
Okay, 2 times. So tell me about the first one that you remembered.
I believe it was a voice recording or a recording device that was located.
And you all got information from a private investigator that had been in the scene on the house that he'd found something he thought you wanted to see.
Correct.
And so you issued a warrant and went and picked it up.
I did not issue the warrant, but somebody else did.
Of course. I'm sorry, that's inaccurate. A warrant was issued and
Correct.
you guys went in. All right, and the second time, what did that involve?
A letter that was located.
And the letter that was located in this search, and do you remember the date of the search? You want me to refresh your memory?
If you could, yes, please.
Sure, no worries. 11/7/24.
Okay.
Your purple day. It's your purple dot day. My understanding is a letter was recovered on the foot of the bed, of Eric's side of the bed.
Correct.
Now, the jury has seen multiple photos from that night where there's clearly no letter on that bed.
Correct.
And there were several, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 searches prior to November of 24 where that letter was not seen on the bed, right?
Correct.
And that included walkthroughs of defense counsel, walkthroughs of prosecution team, you doing Matterport videos where there's no letter on the foot of the bed, right?
Correct.
And then when all of a sudden, when you guys get there in November, there's this letter on the bed.
Yes.
Right. And you took that into evidence.
Yes, we did.
Same when you went and you got the tip off that there's a recording device, you went and were you showed exactly where it was by the private investigator?
Yes.
How many times when you all searched the house was the private investigator there and present?
I don't know. I
Was
wasn't
it-
told.
When you saw him with your own eyes, right?
Just the one time.
Just once that you saw him.
Correct.
At some point, and I just need to clarify this for the jury too, in addition to the physical evidence that's seized at the scene, documentary evidence, electronic evidence, you also were in charge of maintaining video footage of witness interviews. Is that right?
Correct.
And every witness that was interviewed that had an audio or videotape, you saved it and did all those procedures we talked about at the very beginning of your testimony.
Correct.
At some point, did you become aware that 2 witness interviews, the audio or the video was missing?
I vaguely recall that, yes.
Does it refresh your memory if I tell you that you were unable to locate interview footage for witnesses Nick Bonsavage, and Nancy Peterson?
I don't know for sure if those were missing or if they hadn't been booked in yet.
Have you ever located those two interviews to this day?
I'm unsure.
Also, one of the items you recovered on a search on September, well, I'm not sure of the date, so I'm just going to say one of the searches you seized or took custody of an Apple Watch that belonged to Eric Richins. Is that right?
Correct.
And when you took custody of that Apple Watch, it had a massive amount of data on it, correct?
I wouldn't say a mass amount of data. It had a gigabytes worth of data.
So it wasn't deleted.
No.
So if someone testified that the Apple Watch had been deleted, that might not be true. Wasn't true because you got it.
On Eric's Apple Watch, we had very little data off of it.
You had how much data?
I don't recall the exact amount.
But you had data on it.
We had some data, yes.
So it wasn't deleted.
I don't recall if anything was deleted off of it.
Thank you. In addition to the computer that Todd Gabler turned over to law enforcement that had originally belonged to Eric, did Todd Gabler take physical possession of any evidence first before giving it to the law enforcement? Do you know besides the computer?
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you. One of the things you found on the search in November 7th of 2024, you all found what's called an epinephrine medical injection unit, right?
Correct.
And can you tell us what that is?
I believe that one was just a EpiPen that's used to administer insulin.
Or maybe not insulin, maybe something for an allergic reaction.
Yes.
And that's something that you normally find on a scene if someone's severely allergic.
Correct.
And where did you find that epinephrine medical injection?
I believe it was in the kitchen. I believe it was inside the refrigerator.
Wasn't there also one located in the master bathroom?
At one point, I believe so.
All right. And you did not take that into evidence?
No.
You just noted it?
Correct.
You also found syringes in the master bedroom?
Yes. In the master bedroom.
I'm sorry, master bathroom?
There was some in the master closet.
And where in the closet were the syringes located?
At the very top shelf in the northwest corner.
Up high.
Correct.
And did you all take those into evidence?
Yes.
Did you test them
No. They were unused.
and destroyed them?
They were not destroyed, no.
You still have them.
Correct.
And there was one syringe that you found in the master bathroom, I believe, that did have residue of substance in it, right?
There was a syringe located in the kitchen.
Okay. And was that tested?
That one was, yes.
And what was the substance that was determined to be inside that syringe?
I don't recall what was the positive.
When you were searching the home, did you also find oxycodone pills?
I'm unsure.
And the quetiapine pills that we talked about yesterday that was in the bag that we had you open and untape?
Quetiapine?
The quetiapine pills that were in the bag that we opened, actually I think it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. But it had some little substance in it that was...
2 half pills.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Quetiapine.
Quetiapine.
Yes.
And that pill was cut in half, correct?
I don't recall if it was. It's in 2 halves right now, yes.
So the pill was in 2 halves.
Correct.
And you didn't do that.
No.
And you've protected that, so that must be the condition it was in when you got it.
Yes.
All right. I believe, if it refreshes your memory, that the last search that was conducted on the house might have been February 9th. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
And when you went and searched the house on February 9th, what did you take away from the house on the 9th?
A black Under Armour jacket
Where did you find that jacket?
in one of the downstairs bedroom closets.
And how many jackets would you say were in that house 3 years after the death?
There were
4 years?
A lot of jackets.
Right. And that's the jacket you picked and you took it with you out of the house.
Correct.
And I want to be really specific about the search of the truck. So there were 2 trucks. One was a brown work truck and one was a red truck. Which is the truck that you believe was searched when you were present and logging in all the search materials?
I believe it was red, and it was the truck that was inside the garage.
So you have no notice or no note anywhere that the brown truck that Eric spent all day, every day in was ever searched on the day of his death or in the month after?
I didn't personally know.
And you didn't note it down because that would be your job, right?
If I didn't search it, then it wouldn't be my job to note it down.
Well, if someone inventoried anything out of the truck, it would be, right?
If they took anything out of the truck, yes.
Okay. One moment, Your Honor. There was a canine search run at one point with a dog.
Yes.
When was that approximately? You don't need to know the exact date.
That was on the April 14th of 2022 search.
And was the canine just run through the home?
I can't attest to where it ran. I believe it just ran through the entire home.
To your knowledge, did the canine go into any vehicles on that day?
I'm unaware.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I tender the witness. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Sherman.
Ms. Gipson, let's talk about March 4th. That's the day that of 2022. That's the day Eric Richins died. Did you have a search warrant that day?
No, we did not.
Were you legally permitted to search the house for anything you wanted?
No, not at that time.
Were you looking for prescriptions of Eric Richins?
Yes.
And you weren't looking for prescriptions of Kouri Richins?
No.
Why not?
A little closer, yeah.
How's that? Are we better?
Yeah, thank you very much.
And you weren't looking for prescriptions of Kouri Richins?
Correct.
Why not?
Typically, when we have a death investigation, we only look for the decedent's medications or any other medicine that could be potentially misused. I think we did note some prescription bottles of Kouri Richins just to verify, make sure there wasn't an overdose possibility on those.
And you didn't find any hydrocodone that day?
No.
So let's move forward 5 weeks. April 13th, 2022. That's the first time the house is searched by a search warrant.
Correct.
You weren't in the house between March 4th of 2022 when Eric died and April 13th of 2022.
Correct.
There was no search warrant on the home in that time frame.
Correct.
And you went back on April 13th with a search warrant looking for fentanyl
Yes.
because fentanyl killed Eric Richins.
Correct.
Now, Ms. Nestor asked you about a truck being searched on April 13th.
Yes.
And the truck that was searched was a red truck.
I believe so.
When you were at the home during any of those searches, but in particular on April 13th, was there a brown truck at the home?
I don't recall.
If there was a brown truck there and something was found in it, would you have been made aware of that?
Yes.
If we could, Scott, put up Exhibit 1-16 and 1-18 side by side. So when we're looking at these two photographs, the photograph on the left, I just want to make this clear for the jury. These items were located on April 13th, 2022.
Correct.
And the items on the left were located in the cupboard above the toilet.
Correct.
The item on the right was located in the kitchen.
Correct.
Now, you also testified with Miss Nestor there was hydrocodone found in a baggie,
Yes.
and that was located kind of like a mudroom area.
Yeah.
Were those items sent to be tested at the lab?
I believe so, but I'm not positive.
Scott, if we could show the witness Exhibit 1-17, please. Is this a photograph that you took?
Yes.
Did you look at that jacket?
I didn't look inside the jacket.
Not inside the jacket, but did you look at the jacket?
Not really, no.
Could you tell if it was a men's jacket or a women's jacket?
I can't tell, no.
You can take it down. Now, I want to talk about the black jacket, the Under Armour jacket. You went back and retrieved that jacket from the home
Correct.
with a search warrant.
Yes.
Why did you retrieve that jacket out of all the jackets in the home?
It was the jacket that a pair of tweezers and a small piece of plastic was located in.
So, Miss Nestor has gone over these multiple searches with you. Why do you keep going back to the house?
We obtained additional information that could potentially lead to something else that we could have missed originally. We're looking for different items.
The investigation, is it developing between those searches?
Yes.
You're receiving new information?
Yes.
And we talked about some phone calls that you had retrieved and booked into evidence. Were you ever, is that correct?
Yes.
Were you ever involved in downloading, storing, retrieving, preserving any secret phone calls?
What do you mean secret phone calls?
Yes or no?
No.
Give me just a minute. Those are all my questions for you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Within the scope of
I
redirect,
will,
please.
absolutely. So what you just said to Ms. Chevernick, you would go back in case you missed things,
And we obtain additional information
in case you missed it.
with additional information.
And you had to do that, looks like a minimum of 10 times.
Yes, we kept obtaining additional information.
So each time you went back, you found things you'd missed before?
It's things that weren't being looked for before.
Okay. At the very beginning of Ms. Chevernick's questions, she mentioned that you were not legally authorized to search the home on the day of the death pursuant to a warrant, correct?
That's correct.
However, you can certainly legally search a home if someone consents and says, hey, search my home, right?
Correct.
Okay. And Ms. Richins didn't stop anyone from searching anything in that house, did she? At any point.
I didn't have any interaction with her, so I'm unaware.
I mean, she didn't stop you.
Correct.
And you knew when you arrived, because you were there to help Detective Woody, you knew from the minute you got there that somebody was making allegations that she was involved in the death. From the minute you got there, right?
Not the minute I got there, no.
How soon after you got there?
I don't recall how long it had been. I was just there to assist Detective Woody, and there were some suspicious circumstances.
And you knew that day, right?
I know there was some allegations, yes, that day.
Did you ever go to Ms. Richins and say, may I please photograph your bathroom? May I please photograph your kitchen sink? May I please have those drink cups that are in the sink? Did you ever do any of that?
No.
Okay. I think that's all I have. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Sherman, anything else?
No, Doctor.
Okay. Ms. Gipson, you can step down. You can take the things in your custody with you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Am I released from my subpoena? Or am I going
I'm
to be
actually not sure. Let me ask. It's a fair question.
Do we need to release her? If we could just not release her, but we promise if we need her, we'll give her much advance notice that
Fair
she needs to
notice.
come back.
So you're not released. We'll make sure you get fair notice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And if she could be advised not to discuss her testimony.
Yeah. Counsel, would you approach?
Yes.
You're free to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Sherbanek, Mr. Bloodworth, the state's next witness.
The Dr. Peterson.
Okay.